Welcome back to Winans Window. Tonight is my daughter's first swim meet of the season, and so I needed a meal that we can actually eat in shifts. So my youngest son suggested burritos. This comes as a special request from him for his best friend Joel's mom. Don't really know the story behind it, but here you go. Here's our burrito recipe. To start off with, I cook our pintos in a crock pot until done. A lot of times I put them in at night on low with plenty of water, a little bit of salt, sometimes garlic, usually always onion powder. And I just let them cook until they're soft the next morning. So here's my pintos. They're all done. Because to be honest with you, I started these pintos several days ago and I never got to them. So I just had my crock pot actually in the refrigerator until I could get around to making burritos out of it. Then I'm going to show you how I refry them on the stove. Remember, I'm the one who uses lard for my crust. I just like the idea of doing things the traditional way. Once the lard is melted, I'm going to start scooping in the pinto beans. I'm letting them drain. I know I salted the beans to cook them, but I'm still going to add a little bit of kosher salt and dried onions. You can use onion powder, garlic, really whatever seasonings you like. And I just start mashing them. This is the same method I use to just make refried beans. Once your beans are all mashed, add diced green chilies. And that's all. I'm going to get ready to roll them up into our tortillas. We're getting ready to actually assemble our burritos. Now, I told you before I don't really like pre-grated cheese, but we eat a lot of cheese in this house. So a lot of times my husband will just grate up a huge block of it. We just keep it in a Ziploc bag in the refrigerator so that nights like tonight, it's already grated for me. Now this is the fun part. If you want to do a family night where everyone makes their own burritos, that'd be a lot of fun. But for tonight, I'm just going to assemble them myself. A couple scoops of refried beans, a little bit of cheese, roll up the sides, ta-da, homemade burritos. So you want to cook them for probably about 45 minutes at 350. Sometimes I do it for 30 minutes at 400. One great thing about this recipe is after you cook them, if you have any leftovers, wrap them in tin foil, store them in the refrigerator. So the kids have quick, easy snacks when they get home from school. Take the tin foil off, pop in the microwave for a minute or two, great snack. Most of the time, I take my leftovers, wrap them up in tin foil, pop them in the freezer, and then I have them for future use. We like to serve our burritos with homemade salsa, and so stay tuned. I'll share that recipe with you as well. One thing I failed to mention earlier is if you'd like to have your burritos crispy like this, first spray your baking sheet and your uncooked burritos with cooking spray before baking. If you like more great recipes, especially our upcoming salsa recipe, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Remember to leave us a comment. Thanks.